Hey, I've done the inner or the part of the canvas. Now I'm taking a piece off of the outer canvas, which I've measured, and you notice once again I'm using the strength of the cloth. I'm going lengthwise. So, always terrified about leaving the scissors on the work, because of course when you pick up the scissors you put your hand in the holes and clip, and you cut your cloth and you're screwed, right? So I'm very conscientious about putting tools away. So as we see from last time, the canvas is sewn in with a herringbone stitch. The herringbone stitch proceeds in this direction because we want it to have a little bit of give this way. There's no give at all this way, but that's all right. Each lap is properly sewn down. The canvas is herringbone stitched at the end. I'm just going to relieve that corner because we'll need that when I sew the lining in. And I've basted it down flat there because I want to keep the canvas in place in relation to the top of the tartan for when I put the top band on. I'm really reluctant to use pins because hearkening back to my own apprenticeship, my first master sawing me use pins, he didn't tell me to stop using them, but he made it absolutely clear that if he ever heard of a customer finding a pin I'd left in the garment, he would stand there and watch me eat the thing. He still scares me. He's been dead well over 40 years. So here's my canvas for the outer apron. It's going to go in here, and because I have to match the arc that we've already established here, I'm just going to mark it with a bit of chalk. I take it well away from the work to cut it. And this is why I left the canvas a little bit long, because if I don't get it right the first time, I can do it again. Now, even as this canvas has gone right up against that fold, this canvas is going right up against the seam. And that creates a stronger, it's setting up for a stronger joint than we would have ordinarily. Now the reason why I've left this full 5-inch piece, and we look at some of the other kilts that we've examined where this wasn't quite so generous, this means, on top of everything else, because there's where the strap is going to go, this means we're allowing for future alterations. We can lengthen a kilt by moving the strap up. We can shorten a kilt by moving the strap down. And this cloth here means that we can do that and still have a professional looking tidy job when it's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark, there's the edge of the seam. I'm going to secure this with a herringbone stitch. I'm then going to lace this together in an overhand stitch, which is essentially going to lace these two bits of canvas together. It's not going to be completely as strong as the original piece, but that isn't the point. The primary tension is between the buckle that's here and the strap that's here. But we want this to be a strong joint because, as I've mentioned elsewhere, people will insist on putting the strap through and yanking, and this just makes that a little bit stronger, a little less inevitable for the moment when they pop the damned seam open. We're going to avoid that if possible. So there we are. So the canvas is going to go in. It's going to be sewn. Once this is sewn and stitched here, then we're going to flip it over and we're going to shape the outside apron. Thank you.